Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So it's again another Thursday, and we are live here, right, with our exclusive resume preparation session. So my name is Harshit Gautam. I'm working as a data scientist in AiSPRY, and I'll be taking you through this session. So let's start it. So talking about agenda that what we will discuss today. Since this is a resume preparation session, so we will talk about what is resume, why to tailor your resume, understanding JD, then identifying your skills and how to put your skills in your resume, how to showcase them, talking about keywords, customizing your layout of resume, then cover letter and final tips and practices. So these things we will cover today. Okay. Talking about resume preparation. So all of you want to become a data scientist, data analyst, and hopefully you will become very soon, right? But when you when you prepare that, okay, right now I'm studying, okay, I've studied, I've done that project from AiSPRY, that live student project, and then you will be thinking to apply for role of data scientist, data analyst, right? When you think to apply, there is something called as resume. Now, what is that resume? It will be one document, official document, which will hold your skills. Okay, it will hold your educational background, your past experiences, the projects you have worked on, all the things it will hold. So it is first a representation of yourself. Okay, you will be representing not only your resume but yourself in front of recruiter. So it is first impression. Now, first impression is last impression. So your resume must be so attractive that once they look, they should select it. Okay, so how to make it that attractive, we will talk about it today. Talking about why to tailor your resume. First of all, visibility and relevance. Your skills, your experiences, you can make them visible. Okay, alignment with the job and culture. When you apply for a job, each domain, each job, particular job role, they have their own culture, they have their own language. Okay, so it will help you to do that. Talking about interview chances. When your resume is perfect, it is aligned with the job and culture that you are applying for, there are higher chances that your resume will get selected for interview round, because you will not be only one who is applying for that job, right? So these are the things that you should focus on. Talking about JD, job description. Okay. So when we talk about applying for a job, sometimes before applying, sometimes after applying also, you will get proper JD. So what is JD? This thing? Everyone is saying JD, JD, right? JD will be on document which will have all those skills that recruiter is asking for. Okay, suppose they are asking, like they have a one vacancy for NLP engineer. So in their JD, they might ask that person should must be aware of vectorization. Person must know how to create vector databases, how to use LLM, how to evaluate LLMs. Okay, so these things will be present in JD. You will get that document. So you should know that, you should identify that what are the skills that are required for this JD. Do I have those skills? If I have, I'm eligible for it. If I don't have those skills, then I will learn it. Right? Talking about essentials, so you should focus on your essential qualifications. For example, we provide you certificates for Python, SQL, machine learning, all those stuff. So those can be your qualifications for these particular jobs, like data scientist or data analyst job roles. Adopting job languages. Talking about job language, so if I'm working as a data scientist, right? So in my daily routine, while talking to my colleague, that hey, my colleague, I was working on this project and I'm using YOLO V8, I'm getting this much of accuracy. So those terms, those domain specific terms I'll be using. So you should also whenever you are mentioning your project, or you are mentioning your like experience, or like experience or of your project or company, past companies, so you should focus on those like language related words. Talking about interview insights, so whenever you apply using JD, you can predict that what are the possible questions you might be asked in interview, and always know that you are the one who decides what question they will ask you, right? Now, talking about how to identify your relevant skills and experiences. First of all, match your skills. Whenever you see JD, list out all the skills that they are looking for. At the same time, list out all those skills that you have. Now, suppose they are asking for 10 particular skills and you consume 8 of them. You have 8 skills out of those 10. So what you can do, you can mention that, okay, I have these 8, like all those 10 skills. You will have 3 to 4 days in between the interview or selection round. You can prepare on that, right? It will not be a big task for you. So list out, identify your skills, match your skills with the job that you are applying for. After that, highlight your achievements. Now, this is very important, guys. If I have to say in simple words, you can use one of the best terms, led. You can simply say that in my past, like the company I'm working in, I lead team of 15 people to do the projects. Okay, I led team of 10 people to do that particular project that I have mentioned in my resume. So use these kind of terms. And always remember, when we talk about highlighting achievements, we talk about quantifying your achievements. So lead team of 15 people. These kind of things will help you to like enhance your resume. Then prioritize your content. It means you should highlight your most relevant and recent experiences. For example, I started working in 2020 as like a Microsoft Excel developer, right? I was Excel analyst there. For 2 years, I did that work. After that, I worked as a salesperson, for example. So I should not mention, like, highlight that sales job in my experience, in my resume, in comparison with that Excel work. Why? Because as a data scientist, as a data analyst, you also work in Microsoft Excel. So highlight those kind of experiences first if you have. After that, updating yourself and your resume regularly. This is something that no one needs to tell you, right? Why? Because updation is very important. Even though you download any software, you update it. After couple of weeks or months, always there is an update. So if that software needs to be updated, your knowledge, your resume, why not? Go to internet, search that what is the latest like technology released in field of data. There can be any latest LLM. Okay. So there can be any like computer vision model, vector database, anything. So you should be aware of all those things. At the same time, your resume should be aware of those things. So learn new things that will help you to update yourself. At the same time, update your resume that, okay, now I know this thing also, right? Now, when we talk about updating your resume, one of the important thing is that you should also like update your knowledge at the same time. Okay. Talking about keywords. So there is one software called as ATS, right? When you apply for a job, as I told you that not only you will be one who will be applying for that job. For example, there is one vacancy and there are 200 people applying for that job. Now, not HR or like recruiter person in person, they will not look on these 200 applications. These all 200 applications, including your all those resumes, they will be sent to this ATS software of that company. Now, this ATS software will match all those relevant keywords, and based on that, it will give you like it will give one score to each resume. That score will be between 0 to 100. And the highest ATS score resumes will be get like selected for interview round. So how to know that which are keywords, right, fit for your resume and that particular job? Because one resume cannot be sent to all the applications. Every time you have to update your resume, you should know that okay, for this particular JD, which are the keywords required. Okay, so you should identify relevant keywords first of all. I will tell you all the keywords for different job roles, but first you should identify relevant keywords. That will be done using JD, like reading JD and reading your resume and realizing that okay, what are the skills that I have and what are the skills they are asking for, combining all those things. After that, you should keep your keywords very natural. Okay, you should not put literally anything in your resume. The biggest mistake that any student makes, I have seen, that they put literally everything in their resume. They will not select that okay, this is the thing that I need to keep in my resume. People's resume is like girls luggage in like vacations. They put everything. So don't put everything in your resume. Select that this is the required thing. Okay, that was a joke. Talking about balancing keywords uses. Okay, you should maintain that if I have to put 10 keywords, it means 10 keywords. I cannot use all the keywords only. Instead of name also, I will put keyword. No, you have to balance it. Okay, it will be one ATS software that will process your resume. Then you should focus on relevance and authenticity. Keep your resume natural. Let I will tell you, don't worry what are the required keywords. Now talking about resume layout. Okay, so for example, this is your resume page, right? On the top you can put your name, your email address, link to your social media platforms like LinkedIn, GitHub, all those accounts. Okay, your call contact, your WhatsApp contact, all those things. After that, there will be multiple sections. For example, you are keeping your resume like this in major two parts, then like this and this. Otherwise, what you can do, you can just keep your resume like this in these kind of sections. It's your choice. Whatever layout you take, no matter, but it should be neat and clean. It should be as simple as you can. Okay. So talking about right format, when we talk about right format, so you can go with chronological, functional, or combination, all like any of these three formats. These are like quite good formats, but you should focus on like strategic trio, like talking about where to locate which part of your information. For example, I have to locate my projects and educational background. So should I keep first projects or my educational background, or I should keep my certifications? I should keep my experiences. What should I keep where? Right. So that is something that you need to work on. You should highlight your projects because project is the most important thing. Like in AI 360 DigiTMG, our students they work on live projects, right? So they mention their like live projects, they highlight those things, and which attracts recruiters. So you can highlight those things. After that, you can use visuals in your resume to highlight your achievements, or for example, success rate. You worked on some model and you used 5 to 10 models. You can make one small graphical representation, one visual to represent your work. Right. Talking about cover letter. So this is the most important thing to give personal touch to your resume. You can write about your interest and experience both in cover letter. You can send it to the recruiter. Okay, it will express your interest. It will help your resume to align with the experience and with the goals. So overall, it will give you one personalized touch to the recruiter. Talking about final tips and best practices. So you should ensure that document is free of errors. There are no grammatical or like spelling errors or like space or full stop or anything. These kind of errors should be avoided. So that you can do only when you proofread your resume, right? After that, take feedback. For example, you can contact your trainers of 360 Digital G, right? You can connect with like your seniors, your classmates, but that person you are asking see like your feedback of your resume, it should not be like unaware of your domain. Okay, and that person should be reliable. So you should take feedback whether this is good or not. Your the best person is your mentor. Okay, keep it current, update it regularly, then engage networking, go to LinkedIn, build your profile there, spam your LinkedIn post like your certificates that you get from 360 DigiTMG and AiSPRY, right? All those like modules and certificates. After that, talking about famous job portals. So these are few famous job portals that you can go with: Naukri.com, Shine.com, Times Jobs, Indeed. Okay. Then the most important, we can't neglect LinkedIn. All these job portals you can go with, right? So here I have few Google search results screenshots. When people search for job, so what kind of like keywords they use? They search something like data scientist job vacancies in India, and they get these many results in one single site. In LinkedIn, in Indeed, they get results and they go to those links and they apply for job. So you can also do the same. Now I promised you that I will tell you what are the keywords for data scientist or data analyst or business analyst resume. So these are the keywords. We have divided our keyword sections into 5 different parts: technical, analytical, business, soft, and data management. So you can select all these keywords, like you can note down all these keywords and you can select few of them based on the JD, you're applying for the job. Okay, but I will again repeat, guys, please don't put everything in your resume. Okay. Now, talking about interviews, so these are few frequently asked questions in interview. You can contact us on this calling number 1800 212 654 321. You can inquiry us at this email address and you can visit our beautiful official site. Talking about our official learning centers, so Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai, we have our offline centers, and then you can scan these QR codes and you can follow us on these social media platforms. Now, I'll take 2 minutes, guys, to visit you through our official site. This is our very beautiful official website, 360digitmg.com. Now, what is so beautiful about this site? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Talking about resume, so we also have our own ATS software. Okay. You can go to our site. There you will find this learning resources on the top. There you have this resume optimization hub. When you click over there, let me just tell you what will happen. Okay, you click there, get started for free. And from here, you can upload your resume. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So in this place, when you will click, you will get an option to select your resume. And here, either you can copy paste your JD here, either you can copy paste or you can type your JD, or If you have JD in form of document, Word or PDF, you can also upload. You can choose file from here. After that, you click on compare now. It will tell you which are the keywords missing, which are the like keywords present. It will compare, and after that, you can download that, right? So this will help you to know before applying itself with what are the chances that your resume can get selected. You can update your resume, and then you can like send it to the recruiter. Then you can apply for the job. After that, we have this mind map thing. So it will help you to revise all those concepts within 5 to 10 minutes. So you can read it 3 to 4 times every day. Okay, this is how we use this mind map. You can again double click and it will be expanded and extended. Talking about LinkedIn, so you can follow us on like 360 DigiTMG on YouTube, like LinkedIn page. So that was all for today. Thanks everyone for joining the session, and we will again meet next Thursday. Thank you. Bye bye.